All right, we are recording June 7th, Team Boom Call. Couple little announcements for the month of June. Here's your save the dates for June. So June 1st, the All Access available for all Beachbody On Demand members. So anyone that's a Beachbody On Demand member that didn't have the All Access, that All Access is now available. The annual All Access Beachbody On Demand Performance Pack, that launched at the beginning of the month. So you can now, instead of getting the annual All Access Challenge Pack with Shakeology, you can get the annual All Access Challenge Pack with the Performance line, which is just going to be your pre-workout and then your post-recovery, which comes in the orange or the chocolate. I think that's going to still be $160. So you get the pre-workout, the post-workout, you get the containers, and you get the year access to the Beachbody On Demand, which is pretty sweet. June 5th, the summer sale. I hope you guys knew that. It launched, ends on the 12th. In Canada, the summer sale started on the 6th. So it started yesterday, and that goes until the 13th. So in the U.S., it started 2 days ago on Monday, ends on the 12th. And then big thing, I'm sure you guys have heard this. So on the 12th is Monday, right? Yeah. Right? The 12th is Monday? Anybody? Yeah, cool. So you guys know what's happening on Monday? Sean T is back, and he's taking over Beachbody for the whole week. So that starts on Monday. The 16th, so next week, towards the end of the week there, I want to say that's like a Friday. Next Friday is the last day to register for the Coach Summit, and also the last day to register for your workshops for Summit as well. So if you guys got some people on your team that are on the fence, get on the horn with them and get them there, because the coaches that get to Summit, their business grows 10 times faster than the ones that don't get there. It's just how it works. Okay. What else we got? Oh, June 19th, the Shift Shop Sneak Peek comes out on demand, which is pretty cool. And then June 20th, last day to reserve your hotel for New Orleans for Summit. So that's kind of some of the save the dates for the month. Let's jump to a little recognition here. You guys having a good June so far? Yeah, you guys look like you're having a good June. A lot of smiles. Some not so smiley. Must be at work or something. All right. Recognition. So we got the June Life Changers. So these coaches are at Success Club 4 as of yesterday for the month of June. We got Julie Clark, Elise Caro, Cassandra Schmelzinger, Valerie Nelson, Ashley Dyer, Lauren Wagner, Kylie Winey. I know Kylie's got to yell at me because I pronounced her name wrong again. You're going to have to hit me up and tell me how to pronounce it again. Same for the rest of you guys. If I ever mess it up, I want to make sure that I get it right. So just shoot me a Facebook message. Tell me how to pronounce it with like a little voice message. Priscilla Perry, Danielle Hills is at SC4. Kim McDonald's at SC4. Kelly Escravage is at 4. Emily Bachlet, Sarah Olinsky, Donnie Imez. At 6, we got Jennifer Van De Vuren. We got Lindsay Skiff at 6. New coach, new to the squad. Lindsay, killing it. Success Club 6. Randy Oliphant at 6. Terry Bachlet at 6. Kelly Marks, all the way from Nebraska, at 6. Amy Morgan at 6. You guys might hear this name again. Emily Croushore at 8. Casey Bachlet at 8. And Caroline Nathan at 26 Success Club points. Yeah, that's right, 26 Success Club points. I think she texted me earlier this week about something about she's she's been working really hard on her transformation, her physical transformation. That's something we talked a lot about in the March Dash to Diamond, something we always talk about. It's one of the 3 vital behaviors, or one of the 4 vital behaviors. Be proof the products work, right? And Caroline's crushing it with her workouts and her nutrition. Her before and afters are on point. And so I texted her back and about her transformation. And I said, if you build it, they will come. So if you build your transformation, they will come, meaning other people are going to come on board and get on board with you. So that's not a vital behavior for nothing. If you build your transformation, they will come. I think it's, is it Raina Odell that says, just build your fucking transformation. Sorry if there's kids here, but that's like just kind of how it works. All right. One last recognition before we jump in here. Where are you at? How many people have we helped so far this month? So far as a team, we've helped 119 people. That's 119 new people to commit to a challenge pack, which is pretty awesome for the month of June so far. And that's only 6 days in. One of these months, we're going to help 1,000 people commit to a challenge pack. I think the closest we've gotten is like 800 a couple months. Where is this at? Weak leg team volume. Let me get you. And we're going to jump into this. Oh, I want to do this one quick. So here's your May leadership ladder. So my mom and I, for the GoPro event that's in November, we're going to help pay for some of your tickets to go to the GoPro event in Vegas in November 16th through the 18th. So every time you hit team leader, you're going to get, what is it? I think it's $50 towards your ticket. Every time you hit team builder, you get $25 towards your GoPro ticket. So a team leader is someone that during the month hit Success Club, made $1,000, at least $1,000 that month, is a diamond or above by the end of the month, has 4 personally sponsored coaches that had at least 1 Success Club point during the month, and had a combined 5,000 team volume points on their weak leg for that month. So the coaches that hit all of those during the month of May were myself, Caroline Nathan, Amy Reelman, Terry Bocklett, Chris Bocklett, Andrea Wallace, Marie Sardelli, and Ashley Fell-Dyson. So pretty rare company there. So that's something that I think everyone on the team is, shooting for that. Once you get to that team leader, you know that you're starting to create some serious duplication in your team, and then you're not on an escalator that's going down anymore. You're on an escalator that's going up, and your business is going to grow even faster than you can run, which is really cool. So then the next tier down on the leadership ladder is team builder. So to be a team builder, you have to hit Success Club. You have to earn at least $250 during the month. You have to be an emerald or above. You have to have 2 personally sponsored coaches that get at least just 1 Success Club point during the month. And you have to have at least 200 team volume points on your weak leg. So that's a big – the team builder is a little bit easier, a lot easier. That team leader is a big jump, but still team builder is a pretty cool thing to hit. It shows that you have 2 personally sponsored coaches that are, getting at least 1 Success Club point, and you're making some good money and starting to create some weak leg team volume. So here's your team builders for May. We got Nicoletta Sidowitz, Amy Morgan, Kelly Marks, Laura Basile, Emily Bocklett, Jill Wagner, Carrie Steelman-Schmidt, Anne-Marie Vickers, Brooke Reed, Keefe Reed, Danielle Hills, Delaney Cleason, Emily Kabaka, Michelle Katz, Priscilla Perry, Beth McDonald, Tia Rubido, Maria Rodriguez, and Melissa Voris. Killing it. Alrighty. And then real quick, last recognition here before we jump in. Weak leg team volume. So these are the coaches that had over 300 team volume points in their weak leg last week, the last week of May 25th through the 31st. So with over 300 team volume points in the weak leg, we got Suzanne Reyes, Nick Waltz, Melissa Virgil, Michelle Katz, Sarah Olinsky, Marilla Hurst, Brooke Reed, Ann Knapp, Erica Gorton, Alyssa DeBee, Anne-Marie Vickers, Dave Yakel, Allison Squires, Sydney Freeman, Nicoletta Sidowitz, Brittany Dimmick, Craig Schmidt, Elizabeth Grimes, Emily Bocklett, Carrie Steelman-Schmidt, Andrea Wallace's second business center, Kelly Marks at 495, and Tim Ottaway at 495, just shy of that 500 club. So in the 500 club with over 500 team volume points in their week leg, Melissa Hollenbach, Delaney Cleason, Josh Morgan, Brittany Miller, Emily Croushore at 800, Michael Bachlet, Shauna Valenta, Beth McDonald, Joe Policino at over 900, Margaret Macker over 900, and Lauren Kellum at 990. And then in the 1,000 club with over 1,000 team volume points in their week leg, we got Tyler Smith, killing it, Pete Reelman, Marie Sardelli, Gage Eckert, my third business center, Danielle Hills. Wow, her week leg was at 1,500. That might be a career high there. Wade Kephart, Stacy Slade, Amy Reelman's second business center, and Robert Rodriguez. In the 2,000 club, we got Charles Wallace, Ashley Feld Dyson with almost 2,200 volume points in her week leg. And then we got Chris Bachlet at 2,300, Caroline Nathan 2,400, Alyssa Sardelli at 2,800. Then in the 3,000 club, we got Terry Bachlet and Amy Morgan right around 3,800. In the 5,000 club, we got Amy Reelman, Michelle Phillips, and my second business center. And then in the 10,000 club, we got Andrea Wallace, Beth Reelman, and myself. All right, some pretty cool recognition going on there for the last week of May and the first week of June so far. So are you guys excited for the guest speaker? Yeah? So we got one of our very own, a Team Boom rock star, Emily Croushore. She's going to talk a little bit about the system she follows. As coaches, we're all about following a simple, duplicatable system. That's going to be something that gets results, but it's something that anybody can do from anywhere, and it's really simple to teach to someone to the point where they can turn around and teach it to others. So she's going to talk a little bit about, kind of the system she follows. And then also the other part of the whole business, besides the skills, the system, is the mindset that you bring to it. And that's something that she's really, really strong in. So we're going to have her talk a little bit about both the system, the skills, and then also that second part, that belief, that mindset, treating this thing like a business. So without further ado, Emily, the call is all yours.
Can you guys hear me? Because I'm on headphones.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
We can hear you.
So I'm going to talk to you guys about my systems and really just what I do every single day. The first thing, just a quick little thing, is that because I'm only 26 and I just up and moved states because of coaching. It was so cool that I didn't have to worry about putting in a 2 weeks notice and then making sure that my next job was lined up at the same time and all of that stuff, and then not being able to enjoy living at the beach. I literally get to wake up every day in the coolest place ever. You always are welcome to come down to Wilmington. It's a super cute town. So first thing is,
all right, I'm taking you up on that.
Yeah, do it. I've already told Ashley and Amy. I'm come on down.
It's the best. I love that place. I can't wait to visit you.
So cute. I know, totally. So guys, the first thing is that I know that I'm different than a lot of people when they come into this business, because I was not invited to coach. I was not invited to a challenge group. No one ever approached me about coaching. I sought out the opportunity. Okay, so yes, there are crazy people out there like me that are looking for something like this that aren't happy in what they're doing. Okay, so you guys know I followed Amy for 8 months before I ever reached out to her, signed up underneath somebody else, whatever. From the start of this whole thing, it was never a hobby. It was always I'm all in or I'm all out, and that's just really how it has to be. I'm not going to sit here and tell my thing is I don't want this to happen in 3 years. I want this to happen in 2 or less, and it's a non-negotiable for me. And I think that it's just because my why is so big. I see it, I feel it, I eat it, I sleep it, I breathe it every single day, that a no doesn't matter. Today already, I've gotten 33 either no's or just no responses, okay? And it's just part of what it is. And I just don't care at this point. But the one thing I will say before I kind of get into all of this is that you got to get a success partner. Hands down, if I didn't have Ashley to listen to my bullshit on a daily basis, I probably would not get up every single morning and work this business. And you guys know, I mean, she's at the top of the leadership board. She knows what she's doing. Just ever since last summit, she's just been a freaking rock star. And I know that it's easy to get into that mindset where you feel jealous or you're comparing your business to somebody else. And I had that moment with Ashley. And that's when I reached out to her and I said, I'm having a moment where I'm jealous of you right now. And I don't like it because I want to be inspired by you. So like, what do we do? And she's like, work with me. Let's just run with this together. That's what we need to do. And that's just how it's been since then. You need to have a success partner. I don't care if you signed up yesterday. I don't care if you signed up 2 years ago. You need to get somebody in this business that is running at the same rate that you are and that just believes in this business as much as you do. Because on those days when it's hard and you're in your own head, sometimes a book is not enough. You need somebody that's in it, that's right where you are, that can be like, yeah, dude, I got this today, but, you know, let's just cross-cancel each other out and just keep going. And that's really how it is. Okay, so for my personal business, guys, I know I'm kind of crazy and I'm a morning person. Okay, so I really do believe in starting your morning off just for you. Okay, so the first 2 hours of my day, it might look like I am on social media, but I don't post in groups. I don't read messages. I don't do any of that stuff. All I do would be my Instagram stories. That's really it. And the only reason I do it is because I am up early and I want to be finding those people that are early morning people. Okay, so if you're a night owl, then yeah, I'd be using your Instagram stories or Facebook or whatever at nighttime so that people can see you and see that you live a similar lifestyle to what they do. It's right there in the moment. So my personal business, I do the same thing every single day. One of the things that's really helped me, I've always kind of struggled to just hit Success Club 10. And then something happened in April where I reached 30 and now 20 is my non-negotiable goal. Okay, so because of that, what I do every single day is I start my day off with affirmations. I saw that Patrick had gotten the 5-minute journal. I reached out to him about it. Reach out to the people that are having success in this business. That's all you have to do. What are you doing? How can I be a part of it? So I saw that book, I got it, and I write in it every single day. I never really knew what affirmations were. I'm actually in Kelly Hanner's team page, and she does a lot about affirmations for her team. So every single day, I write out the Success Club points that I earn every single month. So I haven't hit this goal yet, but every single day I write, I hit Success Club 40 every single month. I haven't hit it yet, but I just write it down. Okay, I just put it out there in the universe. So that's the first thing I do. The second thing I do, so that's like my personal, just like short-term goals right now, because ultimately if I'm hitting Success Club 40, there's the chance that I'm going to rank advance that month. Not 5 months from now, but that month. That's 20 people. It's 20 people. You can completely convert all of them over. Okay, so that's one of my biggest affirmations. The second one is I talk about attracting people to me. So I'm like very specific when I write it out. I don't just say I attract business building women, because that could be any and everybody, and I don't want to attract everyone, because you know when you post to everyone, you post to no one. So I literally write down I attract travel junkie, adventure seeking, hungry women who crave a life of adventure. I literally write that out word for word every single day. And it's just been crazy in the past month how these people that I never would have expected that would talk to me or that I never would have reached out to are liking my things now and they're talking to me. Put that stuff out there. You have to every single day. Okay, so first things first is affirmations, personal development. I can't get enough of it, especially somebody that struggles with anxiety and depression and always wondering what people are thinking about me. PD is everything. If you guys aren't doing it, you've heard it 4 billion times. This isn't rocket science. You need to make time for it every day. And I don't want you to just read something to read something. Okay, I think that something that my team has done that I've kind of encouraged them to get away from is that You Are a Badass is an awesome book. Don't get me wrong. The Universe Has Your Back is great. Big Magic. It's all awesome things. But you've got to get to the point when you start to read business development and business professional books. Okay, because if you don't, it's great that you feel awesome. Okay, but at the end of the day, you don't need a business to post an inspirational quote on your Facebook page. I follow people that do that stuff all the time. You need to be learning how to talk to people, how to brand yourself, how to connect with the people that you want on your team and in your challenge groups. That's what you need to know how to do. You need to know how to follow up, how to invite, how to share your opportunity. That's what you need to be focusing on if you are here to build a business. If you're just here to dabble, whatever, read whatever you want to read. But if you are here to build a business, and you need to get into that leadership mindset, and it really starts with you learning every single day. After that, I work out. Okay, and you guys know, like, working out was my thing prior to even coaching. So I can tell you, my coach, Ashley Dyer, you guys have probably seen her on the leadership boards because she like is crushing it as far as Success Club goes. She actually was a challenger of mine in November. The day she ordered her quarter fourth challenge pack, she canceled Beachbody On Demand or the club membership, and she canceled her following order of Shakeology. I'm not going to do this. You've been bothering me for the past 4 months. I'm just going to sign up, whatever. 3 months later, Ashley signed up as a coach. Because of her transformation, she had like Success Club 24 her first month. Okay? Just like Caroline was talking about, and just like Raina says, you have to work out every day. I don't care if you aren't 400 pounds and you lose 250. It doesn't matter. You are inspiring the people that you need to inspire. So you just need to show them that you're doing this. They just want to trust you. They just want to trust you. Okay? So, like I said, the only thing I do in the morning is just my stories. I don't scroll. I don't check inbox or anything like that because I don't want one message to mess up my morning. So I just don't do any of those things. Always getting to the right mindset first. And then really my business working time starts at like 8:30 in the morning. I spend my first 30 minutes just checking into my team page, checking into my challenge groups, the challenge tracker app, and I post. 9 o'clock, 9 to 12, the only things I do are follow-ups and invites. That's all I do. I can friend request driving in the car on the way to the grocery store. I can follow people while I'm sitting on the beach. I can do that stuff in the middle, in between like commercial time when Ben and I are cuddling on the couch. That stuff does not need to be the crux of my day. Okay? Follow-ups and invites are what's building my business. Everything else is just in my free time. I just make sure to get done. So yeah, if you really have like 1 hour a day to do this, please don't be spending 20 minutes adding friends on Facebook. You can literally be doing that after you put your kids to bed or when you're sitting on the couch watching TV. That stuff does not need to be taking up the majority of your time. Yes, it's important, but if you're not talking to people, what's the point of adding them as a friend on Facebook if you're never going to talk to them and invite them? Okay, so before noon, my non-negotiable is I have to have 30 follow-ups and 30 invites done every single day before noon. Because if it's afternoon, I won't do them. Just like if it's afternoon, I won't work out. That's why I have to do it in the morning. Okay, and you know how you are. You know who you are and what you're not doing. To me personally, I'll be honest, Eat That Frog didn't really do anything for me. It just really wasn't my book. But No Excuses, I think, was awesome. And it just really, if you want to do something, just sit down and do it. Stop talking about it. For me, I knew that I was honestly only sending about 5 to 10 invites a day up until maybe like January or December this past year. So I'd been a coach and I was really sending like 5 to 10 invites a day. But I'm very good at following up with people. I post a lot that I kind of just got lucky when I was hitting Success Club before. Now that I have like a goal every single day to talk to that many people, Success Club is just inevitable. Like Success Club 10 at this point, it's not even if is it going to happen. It's just, I wonder who those 10 people or those 5 people are going to be. That's all it is. And that's the mindset that you need to have every day, which I'll get to at the end. So my afternoon is really just for my Hey Girl messages, new friends on Facebook, and then following people on Instagram. So my thing is I do add new people every day, but I only do my Hey Girl messages 3 times a week. And I do that for a couple of reasons. I found that when I say hi to people too quickly, I find that they kind of fall away or they just kind of get scared or a little intimidated because I can be a strong personality. So I try to like let them watch me first. If they want to unfriend me, it saves me the time from not having to message them. Okay. So what I do, because I am adding 50 friends a day, and I'm going to tell you my favorite way to add new people on Facebook is I do screenshot my recently added friends because I am adding so many people a day. You guys know how they get to the bottom and then you're going to lose them. I screenshot them so I don't forget to go through then and hey girl message later on in the week. Okay, so I really just do my hey girls on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Every other day of the week though, and every day of the week, I am adding and following new people. So my first thing for adding new friends on Facebook is I come from a small town, so I really don't do the people you may know or the friends of friends thing. Because at this point, I'm friends with almost everyone in Cantrell, Pennsylvania, and none of them have really joined, so it's like I'm not going to keep trying to reach out to all of you. Instead, I'm not very consistent in groups either. I know that groups was like a big thing, but I don't comment in them. I don't post in them. It's just time consuming to me. So I do events. I search events in places I either want to visit, places I have lived, places I know that my friends live, and then where I live now. So just for example, I would search events in Pittsburgh because I went to school there, and it's a cool ass city. I would search things in Colorado because I have friends that live there, like Kelly Escaravage. I have family that live there. I search events in San Diego because my sister lived there. And then I search events in Wilmington. And I do that, and all I do is I just click that I'm interested. All I do is I just click that I'm interested in the event. And then what I do is I go to the people that are either going or they're interested. Not the people that were invited, because they didn't click that. They were, sent the invitation to go. So right there, it's a specific event, right? And to me, if somebody is interested in an event on Facebook, it means that you're active on social media. It means that you connect with people on social media, and they're very friendly. Like whenever I've really reached out to people in groups, it's hit or miss, and I just don't have time for hit or miss right now. I need hit, and hit is an event. They are my tribe. If we're going to the same concert, we like the same music. Like that's a specific niche of a person. Okay, so my invite is or my hey girl message for that is actually really, really simple. And I can actually find one for you right now so you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. 2 seconds. But yeah, this has worked really well for me, and it's just easy because what I do is I do add them and I hey girl message them right after. The reason being is that the chances of them responding if they don't know you are kind of slim to none. So, trying to find somebody here real quick. Okay, so this girl, I just said, hi, Kaylee. Oh my gosh, I know this is so random, but I just saw that we were both interested in the Vans Warped Tour event here in Wilmington. Girl, I legit just moved here a week ago. I'm just trying to make some cool friends. Figured I'd reach out. Let's talk soon. Super simple. And I sent that to like 50 people. Okay. And then they all reach out and they're like, oh my God, so cool. Like I love meeting people that go to events or go to raves or whatever it might be. Okay. And it's just an easy way to just start talking to them. And then they just start to see your posts. It's really it. Okay. So events for me have worked really, really well with connecting with new people. The other nice thing about it is that if it's local, meet up with them. Get coffee with them. Go do a workout with them. Go hike with them. Go do anything with them. Meet them in person, okay? You don't always want to hide behind your computer. That was one of my favorite things about the Dash to Diamond training that Amy Silverman did, was just if they're in a 3-foot space of you, talk to them, okay? It's going to help you step outside of your comfort zone a little bit more. And believe me, that's all you did when I was in Mary Kay, was you talk to random people. If I can do that, you can do it, okay? So if you guys listened to, and if you didn't, you should, the Haley Christian call from, 3 weeks ago or something, how she doesn't really like, hey, girl. I found that it can feel kind of awkward. I know that my coaches don't really like it. So instead, I've encouraged them to do something a little bit different, is to just let them either like something on your page, or when you go to reach out to them, instead of just saying, hey, just wanted to say hi, saw we had some mutual friends, or kept seeing you pop up as people you may know, so I figured I would add you. Like, no one just figures I would add somebody, okay? It's not natural. It really isn't. And you just kind of get those cool people sometimes, but more or less, my suggestion would be to say something like this. This is what I've been using, is just, hey, oh my God, dude, just scrolling Facebook, and I saw that you were just at the Vans Warped Tour. Oh, I'm so jealous. A lot of my friends made it and said it was awesome. But seriously, though, I'm all about the music scene, so we should be friends. Haha, let's talk soon. Just so chill and simple. And they don't think anything of it. They don't think anything of it. when it's so formal, and then they go to your page, they're going to be like, oh, she's in a business. Oh, she's in one of those things, like saying hi to me. But when you're like completely off topic, then they just start to see you as just that person. And it's like, oh, look at her. She also is like running this business. That's kind of cool. Not I specifically reached out to you for that. The other thing that I really do in my business, guys, is I focus a lot on my posts. I'm going to be honest and just say that my thing right now is if I can get people to like my stuff rather than reaching out and just cold inviting or doing the, hey girl, follow up 12 days later and just invite randomly and fingers crossed that they just say yes. I just focus on my posts more, because in the time it's going to take me to just keep following up with them until they finally just say yes, I'd rather just make that epic post that they just like it and then I can just invite them. Because remember, they can scroll through Facebook. They don't have to stop and click like. They can just keep scrolling. Like mentally they could like it, but the fact that they clicked on it, whether it was spontaneous, it was unconscious, whatever, invite them every single time. If you do not invite when you send a thank you message, you're crazy. You have to be doing that. Now, if you've invited them 100,000 times in a row, no, just thank them. Or if they like all of your things and they've made it clear that they're just liking it to support you, then obviously don't invite, but more or less go for it. Just go for it, okay? So, what was I gonna say? So the reason I focus a lot on my posts, I really do want that natural attraction to my page, and you attract success by just radiating it, and because of that, people I put out there that I'm confident. I put out there that I know what I'm doing, that I am going to the top. And by know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I just kind of wake up every day and do what I do every day and hope that it's going to get me there. But the reason I do focus on my posts a lot is because it's just how I connect with people. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a deep, compelling, life-threatening story. You don't need any of that. You really don't. Because while you might be thinking that that's the way to connect with somebody, I promise you that sometimes it can be hard to invite somebody after posting something about like an eating disorder, because it's a touchy, sensitive subject. So it's a flip side. Some people can say, oh, you're just reaching out to me now because you want to try to sell me something. No, girl, I really just want to help you. So don't think that you need to have something like that in order to share who you are. We're all going through something. So if you are just posting inspirational quotes and you're just, posting your shake and whatever, but you're not getting vulnerable and real, people aren't going to trust you. They don't know you. They just don't know you. So you have to get deep. You have to be scared. And what's the worst that happens? You post something and then you delete it. Who cares? I delete posts all the time. I'm like, oh, well, that only got 3 likes. That didn't do well. So we'll delete that and save that for another day. Not the end of the world. Okay? Let me see what else I have here. So as far as tracking and stuff, I do use Asana. Guys, I look at what successful people are doing. I saw Ashley hitting Success Club 40. Ashley, what are you doing to track? I'm using Asana. Okay, I'm going to do it. That's literally what I do every single day of my life. So just do it. Don't be afraid to reach out to people. So I do use Asana. My personal tracking system is really simple, guys. I just first invite, I follow up 5 days later. After that, I follow up 2 weeks after that 5 days. Okay, so say if it was the 1st, I would follow up with them on the 5th or the 6th. 2 weeks later, so like the 15th or whatever, I would follow up in the 2nd time. Okay, I keep things really simple. So just one of my invites right now is kind of a mixture of Haley Christian's, Amy Roman's, and Ashley's, and then a little bit of mine. Again, they're all rocking it, so of course I'm going to ask them what they're using. So I just said, hey, just going Facebook, and then mention something you see on their page that you would actually connect with, okay? Yes, I might scroll through somebody's page and be like, oh, your kid's super cute. For me, I can kind of do that only because I nannied. And people saw me nannying, and I posted about nannying. So you'd be like, oh my God, like, your daughter is so cute. It makes me miss Eloise so much, whatever. And I just say, seriously, girl, you are so awesome. Haha, kind of think we should be friends because I'm needing some more positive accountability in my life right now. I'm not sure if I've popped up on your feed much, but I'd for real love to take this adventure on with you and crush our goals together this summer. If I were to give you a peek into the workout and meal plan for my June 19th group, would you be open to check it out and see if it fits your goals? So just kind of simple. So just, hey, just going Facebook. I mentioned something on their page. Kind of think we should be friends because I need accountability right now. And then I'm not sure if you've seen me pop up on your feed, but I would love to take this adventure on with you and crush our goals together. Prior to this, I was saying I'd love to help you hit your goals. I was kind of like, I'm better than you. And I'm not, because like I suck like every day. So I need the accountability too. So I really like that Ashley started saying the words like together. Haley Christian starts to say with you. It works. People feel like they're a part of something before they've ever even joined you. Okay. And then my follow-up, I try to keep it pretty short, but it's just, hey girl, just checking in with you because I keep seeing your post pop up on my feed. And oh my gosh, you're seriously going to be amazing in our group. Not sure if you saw my last message, but just wanted to reach out once more if you're like me and forget everything. No worries. Do you want me to send those details your way? Just super simple. Okay. And just making it all about them. Like kept seeing you pop up, keep seeing you pop up, meaning like we have something in common. Give me a chance. I'm not like everyone else. Okay. So, and I will copy and paste those if you guys want them. So as far as team systems, when I went to the Playbill event in Philadelphia with like Caroline Nathan and a couple of the other girls on the team with Ashley, Danielle Natoni talked a lot about her onboarding system for new coaches, and I really liked it. She basically is like, here you go, and if you're not going to do it, okay, bye, I don't have time. So my problem is that I want to run with this like faster than Tasmanian Devil, and I have a hard time understanding why people don't. So because of that, I don't run a training group anymore. Okay, instead, this is how I do it. I add them to our team page. Okay, so my team is Team Let Your Soul Shine. I add them to my team page, and I tell them, post your favorite selfie, and then a blurb about you. Okay, so it's their way. I want to see first off, can you even do that? This is a private group. Can you even do that? Because if you're not going to do that, then no, you're not going to post on social media, and you're not going to check into our challenge group. So right there, that sets the ground rules. After that, I send them my welcome letter. My welcome letter, I've kind of morphed together Caroline Nathan's, Ashley Feldison's, and Amy Roman's. So the welcome letter is pretty simple. In the welcome letter, it's just going to ask a few questions as far as like how to get a hold of them, their why, little things like that. Nothing super detailed at that point. When they get the welcome letter, like the second paragraph, it says, text me when you get this. Okay, I want them to know that I'm going to be there on a personal level outside of Facebook. So text me. So I get that text. Do not respond right away, because then they're going to expect you to respond right away all the time. And then they start to have a panic attack when you don't. So don't respond right away. Okay, so just kind of like a couple hours later, I'll be like, okay, awesome. You know, like let's set up our first coach call. That does not go more than 20 minutes. That coach call is just, what workout program are you going to do? What's your favorite Shakeology recipe? What is your why? That is it. Because when my experience, when I've given them too much, they quit. They quit. And it's, if you don't fall in love with this product, with this accountability group, you're never going to be a good coach. It really starts there. I think that it was, I'd watched like an Eric Worre video the other day, and it was like the 4 steps to getting people to have success in a network marketing business. Step 1 is having belief in the product, first and foremost. Because if you don't, like all of my coaches right now, they're like, I just don't know that I love Shakeology. They quit, or they just sit there and I don't really know what they're doing. Okay? So step 1 is they believe in the product. Step 2 is that they start to believe that this could be a business. And how that works is they start to maybe share naturally their transformations or how they're feeling to their friends and family, or they even post about it on Facebook. So then what happens is people start to reach out to them. Hey girl, like, what are you doing? I saw that, like, you know, you look really happy right now or whatever. And they just say, oh yeah, like I'm in this accountability group. And what happens is that person that reaches out to me and I say, no. They reached out to you. Why don't you consider coaching? So they start to see like, okay, so this isn't how do I get people? It's how do I become my best self so that people come to me? That's the question. Okay, and then the third belief was, Do they believe in Beachbody? Do they believe in Carl Deckler? Do they believe in you? Okay, and how do they believe in you? Lead by example. Every day, show up. I don't care about the excuses. Guys, I've lost my dog. My parents have both been in and out of the hospital. My grandma just died while I was sitting in the Philadelphia Playbill event. I just moved, like literally drove back and forth in the entire month of May 6 times to and from Wilmington from Pennsylvania. Okay, I don't care what you have going on in your life. I'm going to be honest and tell you that. People aren't going to trust you if you're like making excuses for stuff, because life happens every single day. And when you just use things as excuses, it makes it seem like everyone else can around you. Okay. The last step is believing in themselves. Okay. And that's the part that you can't do anything with that. But at that point, that's when they should be reading personal development, getting to events, getting on team calls, and then doing the first 3 things to share with other people. Okay, so on that first call, then what I do is I send them back to the welcome letter so they can complete this coach checklist. Caroline Nathan has this. I'm sure that she would be willing to share with all of you. And then after that, I plug them into Amy's coach basics group like all of you do. At that point, though, they should know what to do. They should know what to do at that point. And again, guys, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I signed up. I ran my first challenge group 2 days after I signed up with my coach, who quit like 3 months after I became a coach. Okay, and my coach also didn't even show up to that group. It was just us 2, and no one participated. And I still showed up every single day. I literally just learned through YouTube and the 13-hour video welcome letter that Amy originally sent me. And just that was how it went. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. What I do want to show you guys before I just like quickly go into the belief, I know I'm kind of talking a lot, is my challenge group is actually fucking awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of amazing. We have about 115 girls in it. I run it as an ongoing group. And the reason being is that I took a poll to ask everybody what they wanted to do as far as a 21-day group, a 30-day group, or just ongoing. And it was ongoing was the consensus. So I'm going to share this with you real quick so you guys can see just what we do. It's probably no different than what you guys do, but still.
But you still call out different dates when you're inviting? Like
I do. Yeah. So I still say like June 5th and June 19th. So I still do run prep weeks, but how I do it is I run a prep week group. Okay. This group is always open. I just restart it every Monday so that people can come into my official group at any time of the month. That's how I do it. So that in this group, there's never a prep week. So it's always just ongoing.
And then does the day always say like day 1 through 7, and then it comes back to day 1?
It did. And then everyone decided that they wanted to do a 30-day group. So that's why on June 1st, we decided at the end of the month, I always take a poll. I take a poll in the group and I say, do you guys want to do day 1 through day 7, and then we restart fresh? Or do we want to do a 30-day group? Everyone decided they want to do a 30-day group. So at that point, that's just when I actually plugged in all of my new challengers to the challenge tracker app instead this month. I said that you can still join the Facebook group if you want. I just don't want you mentally to think that you're behind because it says day 6, because it makes no effing difference. Make it your day 1, even if it's someone else's day 35. Right. So let me just see kind of like some quick things that we have in here. So as you can see, we have like, 100?
Tell us how to make a challenge group.
Yeah. So pretty much, so like right now we have 39 people commenting on this. I think the people are awesome. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't tag anybody anymore. It's just kind of at this point, like if you want to show up, you're going to show up. This post was just show me your breakfast. Are you more of an eggs, bacon kind of girl or a pancake waffle person? And then affirmation. Tell me something amazing that will happen today. And then I just posted a recipe that I saw. So everyone's going to share. They'll post a picture, whatever, what they were eating. Just kind of go on throughout that. Things do get a little bit more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Deep. So like people will share like non-scale victories and stuff. I encourage everyone to post. So like today, I run this every single month. I have 2 coaches run this group. So the past like 3 months, I haven't been running it. So I kind of wanted to get back into it. So I'm running this now with one of my new coaches. So I think it's really nice because then it's their way to tell the people that they're talking to, like, I'm running a group. You know, I have 100 and some girls in my accountability group. I would love for you to join us. And it just kind of gives them that confidence factor, knowing that, like, you're not lying to somebody. You really are running this group. So today was like, what's your morning routine? What would be your ideal morning routine? So we do try to ask questions that would lead into coaching. Always. Other thing that we do is, let me see here real quick, is we welcome, well, Ashley Carbone joined our group, but we do always welcome new people every single week. We shout them out. We love on them. I'm trying to think. We do the regular evening check-in like most people do. And then I always just do a random. Just because sometimes people are like, oh, this one's kind of boring. But people always love to answer random questions. So they might just participate just for that. So that's why we do it that way. I'm trying to think what else we have in here. Regular accountability check-in, just like all of you guys do with Dennis. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys, and now it's going to get lost in here. Okay, so anyway, my challenge group has just worked really well. So let me go back to my notes real quick. I'll stop sharing this.
What does Dennis keep track of?
He just keeps track of who participates week to week.
Who commented with their workout on the daily workout thread, or it doesn't have to be a workout. It's whatever you ask him to comment with.
He just takes track if you comment on the morning post and then the evening check-in. If you just randomly post, good for you. You're not getting a point though. There's too many people randomly posting at this point. Like, I don't have time to keep track of all of that.
And then it starts. So everyone's goal is to get 2 7s, and then the end of the next week it starts fresh, and they want to get 2 7s.
So what we do then is I just do a monthly giveaway. It's just a $25 gift card. That's all we do, is just a monthly giveaway. So we'll shout them out. So at the end of the week, we'll always be like, yay, like, can we all give like a big round of applause to so-and-so for showing up 7 out of 7 days this past week. I also will do just like a little random thing where we'll give away like pre-workout, just because I always have the pre-workout samples, because I drink it every day. It's in my stories. People see it. I talk about it all the time. If you're going to give something away, make sure that you are talking about it. Because if you're not using it and you're not talking about it, just this random thing all of a sudden, like, I remember when I tried to give away the 3-day refresh. I never did it. No one wanted to get it from me. I had never personally done it. But pre-workout, I drink every day. I talk about it all the time. Another thing that I do is we are in a group message thread, all of my personal challengers, so that they can kind of get away from the larger group and not get lost. And every day in that private message, I just share a little motivational quote and something that I read from my personal development. Just personal accountability, I guess. And what was the last thing we do? And that's really like all we do. You know, like when you get the right people in there, you get enough of them, they're going to start to run the group on their own. And then from there, it's just so easy to be like, so do you want to do this? Because you're already doing it. When you encourage them to post, like when you're on a call with them and you're checking in about their goals, or they reach out to you and they're like, hey girl, I just lost like 5 pounds. Like, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Okay, don't just share that with me. I want you to post it in the group. And right there, if you post in the group, coach. And it's just little things like that, that just always ways to kind of build up their confidence without them even realizing that you're pretty much forming them to be a coach. And it will just become natural after that. So that's really like my systems, I guess you could say. Just the last couple of things, guys, is like, I mean, you know, this is hard, but you just got to make it work. I mean, for me at this point, like, there is no plan B. You know, yes, I have a college degree. Yes, I'm a personal trainer, but like those, I don't even think about those at all anymore. Like, this has to work. It's gonna work. There's not even a doubt in my mind that it's not going to. It's just let yourself get to the point where you want it so badly. And really how that happens is you have to be consistent. It really just starts with you being consistent first. And you know this just in every aspect of your life. I give you 400 analogies right now. Like being consistent, showing up to your softball practice, okay? Because we like to do the things that we're good at, right? Okay, so how do you get good at something? You do it all the time. You do it until you get good at it, and then you do it until you're great at it. And that's really how it happens. So it's not that I just woke up one day and was just like, yeah, coaching. Okay, it took a while. It took a while to get consistent because I'd never done anything like this in my life. But I just let myself, like, I knew what my goals were. I knew what my why was. And it was more powerful than sleeping in, than snoozing, than sitting on the couch when I shouldn't be. And just every single moment that I'm not on my computer and I'm not on my phone, I ask myself, what am I doing? Is this making me money right now? To be honest with you, like, is this making me money right now? And I'm watching The Office and I'm like, no. So pull out my phone and add more people on Facebook or follow more people on Instagram. It doesn't have to be like these huge things that you're doing every 2 seconds of the day, but it's all those small little things that you're not doing in those pockets of time that you might not be conscious about that are making the difference between the Rainas and the Bonnies and the Amy's than us. Okay, it's just every single second of every moment. Like, don't think to yourself, like, if you have big goals and you're like, oh, well, I did my 20 invites today and I did my 20 follow-ups. If, like, you're still sitting at home working at a job that you don't want to be at, why are you rewarding yourself with Netflix? Like, reward yourself with the opportunity that this business is going to give you. Just keep going. Like, I literally go until I'm, like, cross-eyed. And, like, Ben's, like, pulling me off of the computer. Like, I haven't hung out with you all day. Like, can I please, like, have a human conversation with you? You know, and it's just get to that point. And you get to it by being consistent. The more consistent you are, the more people are going to join you. The more people that join you, the more you're going to believe in this, the more you're going to have fun with it. And then from there, it's just what you do every single day. That's it. Okay, I'm done.
Oh. I got some questions. If you guys have questions, you guys can throw them in the chat. We'll try to get a few here before we have to end it. Okay, so you mentioned, you said like, hey girl, hey. But then you said like something about a peek, like a sneak peek. You're like, hey girl, hey, like, yo, let me put you in this group so you can get like a peek at it. Or like so how does that work?
So basically what I do is, it's honestly just all wording. It's all wording. I do the same thing that I would do normally. All I would do is if they said yes, I'd be like, okay, let me hear about your goals. I go right into it. The same script that all of you would typically do. So how I just kind of said, like, if I were to give you a peek into the workout meal plan for my June 19th group, would you be open to check it out and see if it fits your goals? If they say yes, first thing I do every single time is I stop talking. It has nothing to do with me right now. It's you said yes, like, okay, I need to know what your goals are, what you want to work on, because if I don't know those, I'm never going to be able to follow up with you. Okay, so that is the first thing foremost. So the second they say, yeah, sure, I'd love to take a look. Or yeah, can you tell me more about it? Yes, oh my God, I would love to. But before I start to ramble, because I can talk a lot, I'd love to hear all about you. And then ask goals.
Okay, so, and then sorry, go ahead.
And then just from there, they'll share their goals. I simply say, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Kind of pick out like the top 2 to 3 that they said. And then my coach that actually just quit had a really awesome little thing that she was saying. Let me find it real quick for you guys. And it was working really, really well. So I'll get their goals.
I'm just curious, like, a show of hands, like how many of you guys on this call run a challenge group that's like you guys are in an ongoing challenge group, not like one you start every month, just an ongoing one that you just keep putting in people. Cool. And then how many of you guys like start a new one every month? Kind of like half and half. Cool. All right.
So once I get their goals, what I say is I send the same message, and all I do is change out, and I'll tell you what sentence it's going to be. Try to find this real quick. I do have this somewhere. Give me a second.
Oh, while you're looking for that, I just want to share one thing that
go ahead.
So Ralph Schooner, what he does for like a sneak peek is he'll let people go in because he runs an ongoing challenge group too. And I started doing this. And it works pretty well. Like if someone's kind of on the fence, I'll tell them, I'll give them a sneak peek of the group, and I'll put them in the group and introduce them in the group. And I'll say, hey guys, like so-and-so's thinking about joining us. Do you guys mind sharing like what you like about the group, what you guys like about the workouts and Shakeology? And then that person gets like a bunch of people comment and welcome them and say like, oh, you're going to love it. And this is what I love about this, that, and the other. And then after like 3 days, I'll, take them out of the group. But a lot of times, like, I don't have to take them out of the group because that's what gets them.
They just want to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. So this is what I say. So I'll ask them their goals, and then right after that I say, oh my gosh, you're going to love this. I'm so excited for you to meet the other girls. No joke, they're showing me up. And this I copy and paste to everyone. And I will tell you the part that I change for everyone. Here are my goals for you. First, I want to get you on the same program as me to work towards your fitness goals of blank. Okay? So for this girl, it was to work towards your fitness goals of losing 10 to 15 pounds in the next 2 months. Then I say, second, I want you to commit to taking the same blend of chocolatey superfoods that I do every freaking day. Game changer. Most importantly, I want to help you get to the point where you are living a healthy, balanced life, meal planning like a boss, rocking your favorite bikini, and feeling confident as fuck. I'd love to share a quick video and get you started on Monday. Sound good? Sounds great. That is what I send to every single person, and it has worked.
And what's the video you send them?
I send them the cute little African-American girl that's in the new updated All Access video.
I don't think I've seen that. Is that a video?
Yeah, they updated it with like 60. I do have a video that I typically do send to people, but like it just kind of depends on their personality. If they're being like super bubbly and super excited and whatever, I can send them a 3-minute corny infomercial. But if they're more of like the old Emily, no, I'm going to send them the video that I made walking them through on Zoom, my challenge group, Beachbody on Demand, and then my Challenger welcome letter. I do have a welcome letter.
Can the coaches on this call find your the YouTube video?
Yes.
How would they find it?
Yes. I can actually, I'll post that. I'll also post my Challenger letter. I think that's really cool too. I do share I'm really big on my challenge groups because that's where all of my Rockstar coaches have come from.
You're giving your people such an awesome experience in these groups. Like it's easy to see why they want to give that experience to other people.
Be in it.
Coach.
Yeah. So I will.
And if I was someone that you were trying to get into your challenge group, just from listening to you talk, I can tell that you're not in this just to sell me a challenge pack. Like your job's going to start once I buy the challenge pack. And so I'm going to be way more likely to think that $160 is a super simple investment because I'm not just getting the workouts and the meal plans and Shakeology and the containers. I'm getting you, which is pretty sweet.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I kind of saying this other than being I'm going to set you up with over 400 workouts because it's oh my God, that's so many. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. And then I have to go through and explain okay, well, we're going to figure out, what's for you and whatever. The other thing that works really well, guys, is that just coming from a trainer background is that people like to hear about goals. Okay, so one of the things I do say is we'll chat about your fitness goals. We're going to break those up into 30, 60, and 90-day goals. And the reason I sometimes say that is that it's clear, decisive. I don't care if you don't kick ass your first 30 days because you got 60 and you got 90. So who cares? And when you kind of have that plan set up for them, they're excited.
Awesome. Cool.
So,
you did say kind of at the beginning, you said you're I was kind of, it was tough to hit Success Club 10. And then I somehow hit Success Club 30 in April. And then, so once you said that, I'm all right, I'm going to pay attention to what she's saying because I'm going to try to figure out what changed. And you said that you were doing 5 invites a day and 5 follow-ups a day. And then you upped it to 30 follow-ups and 30 invites a day by noon.
You just need to up your numbers.
Yeah.
Guys, you have to. In the time that you're spending on, that's why, all my friend requests, I tackle my friend requests and my hey girls at the same time. When I'm friend requesting somebody from an event, I'm going to hey girl them right after I do that. So right there, I have just taken 2 different tasks combined into one, and I can knock that out.
Yeah.
So like my time is talking to you. And the other thing, like if somebody's messaging you and you invite them, I know some people will say, no, you're in invite mode right now. Keep going on and inviting more people. No, stop and talk to them. They just gave you their freaking time. Talk to them. Yeah. Because otherwise it's going to be this cat and mouse game where you keep chasing after them and they keep chasing after you. And it's weird if you just message to invite them and you don't respond back. Talk to them.
Yeah. I love that you huge on success, a success partner, huge on like affirmations and actually like not just making a goal, but like writing it down over and over again. And then you're hitting those numbers, 30 invites, 30 follow-ups. You're also doing 2 of the vital behaviors before you even hit a third, which is inviting. You're doing the PD and you're doing the proof the products work, and then you're getting to the inviting after that, once you've already like put your oxygen mask on.
Yep.
I love the quote. The quote you said here is, they just want to trust you. They just want to trust you. And that's like something that I think a lot of coaches struggle with gaining trust because they're not consistent. And people really do just want to trust you, but you have to show up with your own journey or we can't trust you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And to be able to say like one of those things lately is like, I'm not like most coaches. And for some people, like that might not make you feel comfortable to say that yet, but like I'm very confident in being able to say that. It's like, I know I'm not. And I can tell you I'm not because I'm hitting the leadership ladder every single day and I'm not doing anything different. I'm just doing it every day and I'm just doing more than what other people are doing.
Right. Right. And then the other number besides 30 invites and follow-ups, you're adding 50 friends a day. So 50 friends a day. And I've never heard this and I really like it, but you're going not to like people you may know, you're going to events, actual events that you would like to go to. So they're going to obviously have things in common. And they're people that have already clicked like interested in the event, which means they're probably kind of only people that are pretty active on Facebook are actually clicking that they're going to it. So that's huge.
Like the thing with groups, it's like some people could have joined that group 5 years ago and they forgot they were in the group. And then you send like, hey, I saw they were both in blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, weirdo. Like I haven't been in that group in 100 years.
Right. And then, so you're adding 50 people a day by searching events and look at the people that have already clicked interested. You click interested. And then how long do you wait before you go to like recently added to like message those people?
I message them right away. Because otherwise the chances of them responding are kind of slim to none because I don't have any mutual friends with these people.
You message them before they
right away.
Friend request?
No, I do add friend and then I hey girl them. Yep.
So you add
friend. So they haven't even messaged me yet. Or they haven't accepted my friend request yet.
Oh, they haven't yet. Okay. So then, okay. So you friend request, send a message at the same time, 50 people every day. And what's the message you send them?
It's honestly just like something along the lines of, hey girl, oh my gosh, this is so random. Actually, I can probably find it right now.
I think this is the thing, there's like really three things that like new coaches just need to hammer down, right? Like their posting game. And the second thing is how to find and connect with new people. They're like, they don't know where to go or they don't know what to say. And so you just get an unbelievable way to find, 50 people every day that have something that you're really in common with, and they're people that are active on Facebook. So now kind of, I guess, what's something they could say to those people?
So this is what I say. I said, hey babe, with like my favorite emoji is that one. And it says, oh my gosh, this is super freaking random, but I couldn't not reach out. I noticed we're both interested in the Vans Warped Tour, and I actually just moved to Wilmington, so I'm trying to meet some good vibing people and figured I would add you. I'd love to talk if you're open to new friends. Thanks for being awesome. And the response to that one, so what's going to happen is because you're not friends, it'll say Katie Morton accepted your request. Okay, so she accepted my friend request. And then hers was, oh my gosh, yes, of course, I love meeting new people, would love to talk sometime, text me. And she sent me her phone number. So like, when you're really just niche finding those people, it just works. It just works.
Awesome.
I really encourage you to do. You can bust out your friend requests and your Hey Girls by searching events.
Love that. I'm going to ask one other thing. Events. So then what do? You said you take a screenshot of like recently added. So as soon as you friend request them, you message them that what you just said. And then you also go and you look at recently added. So people that like actually accepted, and you message them maybe a second time if they didn't respond.
So they'll pop up in my message inbox as like, it'll pop up as a new message as if they responded, right, even if they just accepted it.
Right. Right.
So then that's when I see them, and then that's when they get added to Asana. So even though they didn't respond yet to the message, you're now in my Asana because you accepted my request.
Sweet. So that's when you add them to the tracking. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then you said something about getting people to believe in themselves, which is like you said, there's 4 things people fall in love with. Products, I think, was one. The business.
Products, that this works.
Yeah, the product's number 1. The business.
Me, Carl, you're like Carl, their leader. Yeah, us.
And then themselves. Yeah. So cool. And you're getting them to do their PD. I think that the thing that helps people believe in themselves faster than anything else is having someone else believe in them first and constantly telling them how much they believe in them, like almost to the point where it's annoying. And then once that person finally gets it and starts to believe in themselves, then you keep telling them that you believe in them even more. It's just
that's exactly how it works.
Yeah. So for you guys that are working with challengers, that's what you've got to do with them. You got to be like almost annoying about how much you tell them that you believe in them and what you see in them. That's why, Carl's big on, he added recognition as like of the 4th light of behavior. I think recognition's great, but I think also like instilling the belief in people by telling them what you see in them before they can see it, game changer. Because eventually they will see it. They just have trouble seeing it in themselves sometimes. Most people are great at seeing the great things in other people, but they can't see it in themselves a lot of times, but until someone kind of keeps preaching it to them. All right, let's see if we got any questions here. I know we went over. I'm going to look at the chat. What you say about Team Hustle. How often do you check in with your challengers personally outside of the group and group message thread, or do you just ask them what they prefer? That's really – where are you at with Instagram? So I guess how often do you check in with people in your challenge group kind of personally and then Instagram?
So I ask all of them if they want a morning text, because since my alarm goes off at 4:30, I'm kind of like, when do you want a morning text and when do you want it by? So the night before I go to bed, I literally find a quote photo on Pinterest. I type something up in the notes section of my phone that's like, hey girl, hope you have a great day. You rock, you're awesome, whatever, something along those lines. And then I honestly just copy and paste that to all of my challengers in a text if they want the morning text. Okay, if they don't, I post that in my challenge message thread. And I always tell them, like, you can mute this if you don't want to, get blown up every day, but stay in it so that if it's midnight and you go to walk down to your refrigerator, you can remember that you have that message thread and you can check into it. So I encourage them to not leave, just turn notifications off or mute it. But I do it every single day because your health and fitness is not a health and fitness game. It's a mindset game, and your mind never stops moving. So you need to check in with them every single day until they tell you, I don't want you to check in with me anymore. I promise you, as a personal trainer, it was the one thing that sucked, and why I hated it is because once they leave, that's it. That's it. And then in your head, it's like, well, I'm not getting paid for this, so why would I reach out to them? But with this, it's, I want you to sign up as a coach. So I want you to know I'm here every single day because I told you I was going to be here every single day, not once a week because it fit the system of my business.
Oh, consistent AF. Instagram, use Instagram?
Yes. So that was actually one thing I wanted to add, and I know this went way too long, but I look for Instagram training outside of Beachbody. Just because I want to be an entrepreneur, not just a Beachbody coach. So you should look up trainings on YouTube. There are awesome trainings out there. So the biggest one lately that I've taken away is, guys, you have to do videos on Instagram. you have to be doing videos on Instagram. It is going to be like taking over Instagram at some point. Please be posting videos. It doesn't have to be a workout video. My thing hasn't really taken off yet, but if you do follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I've been putting together 1 minute long videos, just mindset videos, just something that I've taken from PD that day. I take 15-second clips, I put it together using iMovie, and I post it. When you post it though, what you do want to do is you want to have text on the video, because people are not going to scroll through and stop and see yours because you're not Kim Kardashian. You're not known to anybody. So you need to have something on it. So for me, I think the first one I did was how to be instantly happy. So anybody just scrolling through any of those hashtags and they see that video, they don't have to think like, oh, well, I don't really know what that is, so I'm not going to click on it. They know what it is. So if that's something that they want to look at, they're going to click on it right away. So I'm not somebody that's big on a bunch of colors and fonts and whatever on your post, but don't be afraid of it. I know that some coaches say like, don't do collages because it's too messy or whatever, but I don't think it's that bad.
What app do you use to add like words to your video?
Words to video, I use text on video.
It's pretty simple. Makes sense.
Pretty simple. And then the one that I use for putting pictures next to video is video collage.
Cool. And then last question. So tracking, like, because obviously we all know that, like, you know, for the fortune's in the follow-up. If you know, inviting, obviously you got to invite, but if you're not following up, it's not going to be worth it.
What's the point?
What's the point? Right. So you use the way you track people to make sure that you're not letting people slip through the crack, so that you're reminding yourself to follow up with them, is Asana.com. And it's Asana, ASANA.com is free. The free tracking website. And so how do you, everyone uses, I guess, a little different, but you basically just put someone's name in, and how
I honestly do it, because Ben's been actually helping me lately, which has been super nice, is I just try to keep it as simple as possible. I can actually show you guys here real quick because I do have it open. Okay, so all I have on, as far as my projects go, is I have prospects. So these are just people that I'm just talking to right now. So don't ever go into a conversation thinking someone's going to be a challenger, someone's going to be a coach. You have no idea. So everyone's just a prospect. And then if we get into the conversation, go ahead.
Well, I mean, let's say you you find someone on an event page, or you find someone on, like, people you know, and they accept your friend request. Then what's the first thing you do? Like, you got a new Facebook friend from it.
So if I have a new Facebook friend, I would go to, like, hey girl message them. So all I would do is click add task. So this is under my prospects right now. So I have no idea what they're going to end up being. And then all I do is here in add tasks, I would be like new girl. Okay. And then for this, you can assign it to people. So eventually the whole idea is,
you don't write new girl. You actually write her real name.
I would write their name. Yep. So it would be like Caitlin Graney would be right there. So mine would be like Emily Croushore.
Right.
And then all I would do is, this is the day that she added me. Okay. So since most of my friend requests are from events, I've already hey girl messaged them at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in for a week later. I know that most people are doing, like, because Caroline Nathan did really well with Success Club, she did the 2 weeks later and just invites them. I just don't like it. So I do a week later, and what I put in for the comment of, like, what am I going to do on that day? Like, comment. That's it. I just want to go to her page, and I want her to know that I'm checking her out, and that is it.
So you get a reminder from Asana that says, go to this person's page and check out their profile.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that's all I would do.
And then what? Then once you like or comment,
and then the next one would be invite.
Okay, cool. And then what?
So it's nice. So, like, I'll show you guys how this will work. So, like, if I were to click, so say I friend requested her, sent her the hey girl message. She accepted the request, so we're now friends, but she did not message me back. What I would do is, so the first one was a hey girl messaged her and it was a friend request. I'm going to put this for 1 week later, which would be the 14th. Let me get down in here. I'm going to click comment. Okay, so it looks that hey girl, sorry, I did this wrong. So So I hey girl messaged her that day. So I'm going to put in invite. Okay. So don't track what you just did. What you want to do is put down what you're going to do when this follow-up comes up. So that when I look at this invite, so all I'm going to do is go to my little thing that I have, connect, chat, and challenge. So my thing is connect, hey girl messages, chatting, just common things that I'm saying. And then challenge is I go down and I literally have like goals, the videos that I send, the description, and order instructions. It's all here. So
Cool.
just copy, paste, copy, paste.
Okay. Give us like a quick example of a connect, like a 2-3 sentence, like something you would say to a connect.
So it's like a new person that wasn't from an event. I go to their page. It would
Or
just be like,
or someone from an event is the Hey Girl thing in this document, so you can kind of copy and paste.
yes. So this was another one. So like, hey girl, oh my gosh, just going Facebook and realize I haven't reached out to say hi yet, because in my head I don't read girl hey. Seriously loving your energy, keep being awesome, and enjoy your day. Another one, just going Facebook and I'm so excited to meet you and have your energy on my feed. For real, keep up the good vibes and being you. Let's talk soon.
Nice. So that's like someone that would be someone that you already connected with like a week before initially.
Yes.
Cool. Sweet.
And or if like you guys are doing like the ABC invites, like I know Ashley really encouraged everyone to do just through your messenger app. You come across somebody that you never hey girl messaged like 4 months ago, easy conversation starter.
Sweet.
And the best part is they're like, oh yeah, I've been seeing your posts.
Cool. All right. So you connect with them, you say, hey, like I saw some things in common. A week later, you go to their page, like, comment, and then another week later, you actually invite them to a challenge group. What does that invite sound like?
A couple different things. Like I know that like this stuff works for, I know like Amy, my coach, but honestly for me, it just doesn't work. And I don't know why. And I guess it's just my niche. It's like this I have saved for my team. Just hope you're having a great day. I'm going to be running a group. Wanted to see if it would be of interest. It does not attract my client at all. Like it never has worked for me. So for my thing instead, it would be something like, can I actually show you what I was saying to people? That was actually not a good one. Let me try to find somebody that was new. Okay, I did send invites today. Okay, this was actually like a follow-up invite kind of. Hey, oh my gosh, just going Facebook and seriously love your posts. Haha, your memes are awesome. I don't know about you, but May was crazy, so I wanted to pop in and see what your June looks like. I just opened my brand new Confidence Effect Challenge. Guys, just call it anything, okay? It just sounds better than accountability group or fitness group. I change it up all the time. So I literally my June 19th group, I just randomly threw a Confidence Effect name to it. That was it. And I said, I realized I didn't tell you about it yet. If I were to help, this is all a mixture of Haley's and Ashley's invites combined together. So if I were to help you build a meal and fitness plan based on your goals, would you be down to check it out and crush our goals together? Either way, let's just talk soon.
Sweet. Simple.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She's not on Facebook much.
And then you go to Asana and then when do you tell yourself?
And then I would put in first follow-up so that I know, and that first follow-up would be 5 days after I invite.
5 days. And then what? And then you
2
go,
weeks.
You follow up after 5 days, and then what?
It's 2 weeks later.
Then you follow up a second time, 2 weeks after that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So I invite, follow up twice in that same month. Next month, invite, follow up twice, skip.
Sweet. Boom. Asana. Crushed it. All right.
Yeah, guys, really get on it. It's just like Excel, just more organized.
Love it. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Emily. That was like a little bit of everything. So
I know.
Little system,
I know I talk so much.
Little mindset stuff. No, it was really good. It was awesome. I can see why you're doing so well with this thing. And not only do you have like a simple system that's, easy for you to track and keep track of everybody, but you're hitting your numbers. You're connecting with 50 new people a day. You're inviting 30 and following up with 30 a day. And, and you have a tracking system to make sure you're doing all that. So kudos to you. You're crushing it. Love it. Thanks for taking the time to hop on here and share all this with us.
Yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's give Emily a little boom on 3 here, and then we can all get back to our invites and follow-ups. Hold on one sec here. Unmute all. All right, guys. Boom on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom!
Awesome.
Thanks, Emily. That was great.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Emily, I'm doing my workout. I can't breathe.